wants to head towards that mid lane, has the sentry ward if necessary. A potential kill. They've got
absolutely.
Meeps up.
Like they've got two Meepos. It's something they can kill, especially if she frostbites for the setup here.
Oh, she's going. She gets the frostbite off. Is 3-3 going to get there in time? The net does connect. They've got poops if they need it, and they're just going to keep him locked down. So it looks like first blood will spill in the mid lane. Goes the way of the little Meepo. Now mind control's here, and he's angry, trying to get the block up, but only able to smack that Crystal Maiden once before running back in towards the bot. Not in time to see the courier going back, so they can't go for that snipe, but they've now got one of the Meeps just crawling around and feeling some experience. They are going to go try to wrap around here. He's double damaged. They might be able to get something done. There is going to be the net connecting. There's the poop. There's going to be a TP in from the Dazzle. Doesn't have enough mana for that shallow grave, and it's not going to even help now. Pudge comes in, gets the Crystal Maiden as a trade. Can Kuroki body block or anything? And looks like you don't want to stand up against the damage of the Meepo, so just going to be a 1-for-1 trade favoring Kaipi.
Much nuke damage. It's a big kill. They got the tower and the mind control kill. Instead, he could have just jungled and guaranteed a faster 6 and then grabbed a smoke, maybe done a duel somewhere. Pretty rough for them. Croach trying to get a kill here, but his team's coming.
Oh, they're going in. Hook off the mark. There is a Ravage if necessary. Do they really want to go in for this? It looks like with the Swarm dropped out, Radiant, they just want to bail. Bone 7 wrapping around. There is going to be that Zeus ult coming in. Oh, the buggy gets Crystal Maiden, and now Bone 7 getting body blocked in again. Ravage is there, and it's going to be a panic Ravage. He's just trying to get back to the low ground. Wow. No one is there to help him out. He's dealing with 4 dire heroes and does manage to slip away. It costs him a big ult, though. See the classic, you know, go into the boots of travel, get the Ags, and have fun blinking around. Yeah,
most likely. They'll cut through the trees here. Do they spawn?
Oh, can he poop in time there? He's going to go ahead and ends up netting the Pudge, but there's a duel, so not only is Meepo in a heck of a lot of trouble, they're starting to feed that Legion. Razor in a little bit of trouble as well. They might be able to get this kill on the Pudge, but that's a small consolation prize for a lost duel and a dead Meepo.
Yeah. Now I'm blown away. That's what he's excited
He's not
about.
So much eating them as like throwing them on the table, and it just sounds like you know, there's a fight about to break out. Come with me, going into the trees. Might find Kuroki here. You've got the Razor going in. Reveals 2 with the Plasma Field. There is going to be the Crystal Maiden dropping the Freezing Field as well. Kuroki trying to get the hook, not able to do so. Now Bane needs deep. He goes and cancels the ult. Lincoln Sphere is going to be shown off there. Weaver caught out by the Ravage. Is it enough time left, but still locked down. There's going to be a grave to save him. Meanwhile, in the back lines, there is a duel from Legion Commander. Can they keep the Weaver up? Miracle does end up going down, but Weaver is going to be able to get the kill onto the Meepo. So that's going to be a very bloody engage. 2 for 3 overall. Razor and Tidehunter barely escaping with their lives.
They just keep chain netting. Weaver will die. They will have vision. He won't go invis. He can't abuse his movement speed ability. Ooh, close. That could have easily been a kill there for Liquid. Instead, the other way around, perhaps. He will have Grave, though.
Yeah, I mean, this is a Dazzle kill, if anything, here. He's going to try the luck at the grave, but will not get it off in time, so it's going to be Crystal Maiden snapping that one up for herself, and she's already got herself an urn with 3 charges. What's up next? Does she go Blink? Does she try to go Force, Glimmer?
Blink, Glimmer, Force, any of those are really good. Just kind of depends on his farm level. I don't think he can afford... I think Glimmer's the way, maybe.
Oh, here we go. Kuroki just walking in. There's a duel here, and there's not much they can do. That Bane, it just finished off. It's only a support kill, but that duel damage is really starting to stack up now. Nice net here will help Razor get some damage. He's going to be moving forward here. Doesn't have his ulti, but nice little Plasma Field will help secure the kill onto that Zeus. Meanwhile, Weaver from the river just trying to get something done, throwing out bugs up onto the high ground. They're going to miss, and mind control.
Harder because really his damage is spread over 5 heroes instead of just 1. Blade is still probably really good against heroes like Razor, actually, especially if Razor takes a lot of damage from somebody else.
Oh, here we go. Tidehunter ready to unleash the tentacles, just chasing down Kuroki, bringing in a Bane for the help. Now they're going to be channeling up that ulti, and Razor comes in to try to collect the bounty, but the heal isn't going to be enough. The final Ravage just goes in and finishes him off, but once again, a very, very expensive Pudge kill. Meanwhile, on the back line, Meepo just cleaning up, takes out the Zeus. They're looking to finish off the Legion Commander up here behind the tier 2. Bone 7 is waiting around, but do they have the damage? They need someone to take their Razor in. They need their Meepo, and I don't think they can cut through Mind Control's regen. Up the mid lane, we've got a Weaver skittering about, but the lack of vision is going to cost them this kill. They go ahead and break the Lincolns, but that's about it. In fact, Come With Me is actually in a whole lot of trouble. Takes the bugs, goes in. Nice little brain sap, tries to TP out, and should be successful in doing so. Legion coming back in, though. Low health, not going to duel, but it's a quirky little fight.
Mode for that reason, or other game modes where you're picking weird heroes, you have to anticipate those kinds of weaknesses. It's very difficult to understand it until after the game, though, or during the game, though.
Alright,
Miracle
Weaver
maybe
mid
fine.
lane could be in some trouble. They've got the Crystal Maiden freezing field, but not a whole lot of ways to ensure that Miracle doesn't just time lapse and book it out of there now. He's actually going on the offensive. They might be able to get a catch here. Crystal Maiden, she's just going to be super dead. They do go for a trade. Meepo able to get the kill onto the Dazzle. Now there's going to be duels every which way. They're underneath the tower here. Tidehunter, who doesn't have Ravage. He already spent it to get down the Pudge earlier. Now there's going to be Meepo just looping around. Miracle does not have a time lapse. Meanwhile, Kuroki going to be taking the brunt of the aggression here. 3 heroes down. Kaipi coming out very victorious in that fight. Why did Liquid fight so deep under tower?
I mean, under gold and died again, but I mean, just killing 3 cores again, or choose the fourth in a core.
Oh, Zeus, he knows exactly what's going on here, but do they have the fortitude to get into the pit? They've only got a Weaver in terms of raw damage. He gets netted again, tries to TP out. Now Miracle's going to be going in, slept up by the Bane. Razor taking a ton of damage off of the Zeus, and there's the Rabbit coming back out. Weaver, no chance to time lapse. It just came off cooldown as he was killed. Fortunate for them, but that's going to mean Kaipi go in, they get a Roche fight, they get an Aegis, and they get a couple kills to boot.
There will be TP reactions. If you can land the hook, this would be fantastic. They don't have vision though. Zeus could bolt.
Right underneath Pudge's nose. Now Tidehunter moving forward. Tidehunter, you are way out of there. Bone 7 thinking about a Rabbit, but he's still got 20 seconds, and that's going to be an unsuccessful duel from the Legion. Now Razor trying to turn this around, gets a fair amount of damage. Can they actually root him in place? They get the net. That's an unstoppable streak from the Meepo, so failed duel and a Legion kill. Kaipi just getting everything they want.
Cancel TP and Liquid doesn't have the damage on. They're losing the fight still.
Alright, so 24 minutes in, it looks like this Meepo strat really starting to pay off. They're dealing with all the damage Liquid have to offer.
You can maybe clip on 7.
No.
Oh,
He's good. He's fine. Look at that. He's totally cool. He's got 9 charges on his wand if he needs it. There he goes.
25 HP like 2 times there. Anything else he would have died. Okay, never mind. They got him.
Got him.
Wondering when that would come off cooldown. Blink Dagger now for Zeus. A little dangerous.
Yeah, nice little swarm there. Really keeping 3-3 occupied. He's going to TP 1 meat back to base, and he's got that, you know, escape if he absolutely needs to, just pooping away.
Pretty low.
Yeah, I mean, this is a nice blink duel opportunity. If Mind Control can get close enough, they've got the negative urn. 3-3. Got to deal with what's going on. There's no Aegis, so that's just a pile of dead miners.
We'll respawn on base, so he's completely fine there.
Though he's got some serious farm for himself. His net worth is pretty solid. Now Kuroki just gonna bump into him. They go in and they're bringing in the Zeus. They're dumping out the damage. There we go. This duel might just be enough. They got the dismember and the rot on top of it, and it took virtually the entire duration to get the kill, but it's still gotten. That's gonna be over 1,000 gold going directly to the Pudge.
But not a terrible thing. Depending on how well they high ground siege, this is a little scary, that's for sure. Good sleep shouldn't lead to a death. They're going for it.
Alright, there's gonna be some decent damage coming out of the Razor. He's showing off the BKB charge, gets blocked by the creeps. Can they finish off the Zeus? They do. One more smack of Razor's whip will get the job done, so Liquid, they're gonna go back, minus their mid player. It's not the most catastrophic fight it could have been, but they've got creeps pushing into their tier 4s, and that's going to occupy Mind Control's full time. He can't go in, he can't look for duels, he can't farm jungle. Hiroki goes in, lands a hook onto the Crystal Maiden. This could be a nice little catch-up, but Razor's coming in, trying to avenge her. Crystal Maiden popping that stick. He's doing good here. It's going to be the Rabbit defending around Bane with the defensive sleep. He's going to be negative earned, will still go down, but they're turning it into ultra value here. The Grave is going to end, and they get the Dazzle as well. Oh boy, that is Kaipi just going in and asserting their dominance mid lane. They catch out Miracle. They are going to be able to pop that Linken's underneath the sentry ward. Can they keep him locked down though? Meepo, he's got the net. There's going to be the Hex as well. Razor coming in. Oh, you can't time lapse out of this one. Oh, he can try, but it will not be successful in saving his life. Well, it's still a tense moment here. Liquid not giving up the fight, just keeping themselves defensively positioned. Now Miracle, he's going to be the first one to walk into unfriendly territory. Pudge, maybe looking for a hook here. Plasma Field's going down. There's an all-four popped in from the Dire, trying to get some vision, but nice little Ravage there. Matumbaman, he's thinking about going in, trying to grave himself. He's actually safe with that Glimmer Cape. They're going to take their eyes onto bigger prizes, going for the Zeus, and there's nothing he can do about it. Now TP in the Meepo, going to be trying to get to the top lane, cancels it. He wants more blood.
Fights against the Meepo and it just didn't happen, and now the game's pretty out of control.
Alright, Liquid They're going in for what could be a final defense. Ravage on cooldown. It's a nice time to strike. They hook the Razor in, but that's just bringing the problem closer to you. Now 3-3 is Kaipi moving forward, gets the net off, and Shallow Grave can only last so long. Looks like McCumberman will be hitting the deck, and now Razor just continuing to pressure forward. BKB still rolling, and this Pudge is melting down. He does not have enough flesh heaps to deal with this, and it looks like it's Liquid going in. There was a duel attempt. There was not a duel victory for Liquid, so now GH God gonna be forcing himself back up into the base. Meepo just tossing out nets as he pleases, and it's looking good for Kaipi right now. Net worth now about 20,000 in their favor. 3-3 gonna be able to TP out successfully. The Meepo's got so low, but they're not feeling the pressure now. Tidehunter still no Ravage. He's just acting like a damaged sponge in this fight. Commander walking away. Can Bane solo this Legion right now? He doesn't have that brain sap, so no big burst damage, but it's still looking good. The racks continue to fall. They've got mid completely, and they're just focusing on going for the throne now. This final tier 4 will fall. Ancient exposed, and you've got Weaver crawling around, but there's really nothing he can do. Mind Control coming back in. Full health, full mana, but that's all gone.
Homesman's getting pretty low. The Weave is doing some good damage. That's about all that's going to accomplish from this.
Kaipi, they're going in, they're smacking on the throne. Looks like we're going to a game number 3 in this first series of the day in Elimination Mode. Final victory Ravage comes out from the Tidehunter, but man, that was exciting. Meepo, once again, saving the day.
You're really showing the strength of the hero. Like, amazing plays by Kaipi from the laning stage to the end of the game. They clearly played their heroes better. I feel like Liquid was showing some weakness in terms of their hero pool. And at least in the fact that maybe Zeus didn't identify the problems well enough. If he spams that hero in pubs, I'm sure that he would have been more expected about having to worry about chain nets.